Hello, viewers, especially my dear students. Very warmly welcome to online education of Halishaw Cantonment Public School and College. We have already discussed how you will get 20 out of 20 in scene part. That means particularly question number 1, 2, and 3. Today we'll discuss Unit 6, Lesson 1, 3, and 4. Let's get started. At first, Unit 6, Lesson 1. That is, at the airport. Now let's read the text, keeping focus for information, pronunciation, understanding text, vocabulary, especially for synonyms, main idea, and grammatical knowledge, so that we can answer question number 1, 2, and 3 properly, ensuring full marks. Let's hear reading aloud Unit 6, Lesson 1.
Zara lives with her parents in London. They have come to Bangladesh to visit Zara's aunt and uncle. She is very close to her cousin Meeta. Both the families have visited many interesting places together in Bangladesh. It was great fun. Then they decided that they would visit some places outside Bangladesh too. They decided to go to Thailand. But Meeta's parents were too busy with their work, so they could not go. However, Meeta was going with them. Meeta, Zara and her parents are at Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. They are waiting in the lounge. Meeta is very excited. This is her first time to board a plane. They are flying by Bangladesh Biman. Meeta is hoping to have a great time in Thailand. As they wait, the two cousins start planning what they would do once they reach Bangkok. Meeta's uncle brings forms for all of them to fill in before going through the immigration. He gives one to Meeta and says, "You have to give some information about yourself in the form. The immigration officer will check your passport and stamp it. And then you are ready to travel." Meeta, Zara and her parents start filling in the forms.
I hope that you will listen very carefully so that you can imitate actual English tune. When you listen personally, then you'll repeat it that you can imitate it easily. Now let's see the red mark words here with synonyms. At first come here live with. Live with, we can replace that one with abide with, stay, inhabit, or have place. Then parents, we can replace that one with father and mother. Then come here to visit. Visit means to go somewhere to see something. Then closure, adjacent to or near to. Then interesting, amusing, alluring, attractive, compelling, captivating, enchanting. Together can be replaced with, along with, in conjunction with, in addition to. Then great. It can be replaced by extreme, extensive, towering, stupendous, stupendous, stupendous. Then fun, fun can be replaced with jest, gag, z as a gag, joke, or yuck, yuk. Then decided, it can be replaced by select, or mark, or optate, optat, optate, or single out. Then outside, it can be replaced by outer side. Then to, it can be replaced by also, besides, or additionally. Then there's the but. It can be replaced by except, apart from, or other than. Then busy, it can be replaced by engaged in, involved in. Then airport, that can be replaced by air station, eardrum, AIRDROME, or heliport or airfield. Then wet, it can be replaced by hover, HOVER, or hang around. Then lounge, it can be replaced by sitting room or common room or lobby or reception room, reception. Then excited, it can be replaced by thrilled, THRILLED, or delighted, or exuberant, EXUBERANT, exuberant. Then board, it can be replace trouble or get on a plane. Then flying, it can be replaced by hovering or in flight. Then the word is hoping, aims at, or desire. Then start can be replaced by begin or set out. Planning can be replaced by projecting or framing, FRAMING, or organizing or preparing. Then immigration, or once, it can be replaced by long ago or earlier or once upon a time. Then bring, it can be replaced by carry or bear, BEAR, or import. Then immigration, it can be replaced by Department of Controlling Immigration. Or peregrination, PEREGRINATION, peregrination. Then information, it may be the message or clue or facts. Then officer, it will be the executive or representative of a particular department. Check, examine, investigate, or scan. Passport, it can be replaced by travel permit or gateway, GATEWAY, gateway. Stamp, it can be replaced indentation or emblem, EMBLEM. Ready, prepared, or set. Then travel, it can be replaced make a journey, make a journey. Then form, it is a paper official document. Listen to me, please listen to me. Vocabulary or vocab is very necessary for you to master in English. If you want to be boss of English, there is no alternative of learning vocabulary. I repeat, if you want to be boss of English, there is no alternative of learning vocabulary. Now let's see the grammatical issues here, especially the uses of the verb. Uh, Look here, lives with, uh, most of the cases, if anyone live with anyone, so we have to use with after the live. Then have come, they have come, as it is the recent past, so here will be the present perfect tense. They have come to Bangladesh. To visit, this is the infinitive, and there is the to verb, or when there is any purpose to come anywhere, then we use the infinitive to plus present form of the verb. Then have visited, this is the recent past, so this is the present perfect tense. Have, has, and past participle of verb. Then come here, it was great fun. It is very important here to keep in your mind when it is set for the question number 3. You may write here it was great fun. You may write here it is a great fun. If you are not familiar with the passage earlier, or if you don't practice the textual passage at home, then you won't get marked. You have to write it was as it was the first at as it was the past incident. Then would visit, look here, it is the decided, so it is the past indefinite, so it will take the past condition. What is the past condition? Before the that, if you get past indefinite, then there will be the would plus present form of verb, or could plus present form of verb. So this is the past condition. Decided to go, when we get two verb in a sentence, then we use to before one verb. That is why decided is one verb, to go is another one. That is why we add here to. Then parents were too busy. Were is here, so it is the past indefinite, so there is the past condition. Could not go, could or would plus present form of verb. Then come here, parents are at Hazrat Shahjalan International Airport. It's indicating the present condition, so it is the present indefinite, so you must be careful here, otherwise you may make the mistake of using the auxiliary verb in case of the question number 3. The waiting, this is the present continuous tense, subject plus auxiliary verb plus ing. Then hoping to have, this is the infinitive, to have. To have means to get. For to mean of getting anything, we can use have verb, so it is using here. The two cousins start planning, where they would do once, so to fill in. Look here, you must be careful. The verb is fill in. It is the phrasal verb, fill in. So if you write only to fill, then there will be the mistake, so you'll be careful here. Then officer will check, so it is the future indefinite, shall, then present form of verb. Then and then you are ready to travel, so you must be careful here. Are is using as the main verb, not as auxiliary verb in the continuous tense, so you have to practice that one, or otherwise you will make mistake in question number 3. So you must be careful. Mita, Jara and her parents start filling in the form. So when we use two verb in a sentence, then before one verb we use to, or we add ing, so you must be careful here. Now let's see the government. Let's go to the next lesson 3, named going to immigration. At first, reading aloud.
Zara's parents, Mrs. Juma Islam, Mr. Mazrul Islam, Zara and Mita, fill in their departure cards and move towards the immigration counter. Mita stands in front of one of the booths. She hands in her passport and the departure card to the officer. The immigration officer goes through Mita's passport, visa and the departure card. Are you traveling alone? Asks the officer. No. I'm going with my aunt, uncle and cousin, says Mita. They are right there on that counter. Is this your first visit to Thailand? Yes. How long are you going to stay there? 7 to 10 days. Where are you going to stay? In a hotel. B.
Now let's check the vocab of the lesson here. Note down please. At first, departure. So departure can be replaced by leaving. Then move, it can be replaced by depart or leave. Then counter, it can be replaced by booth. Then stands, be on one's feet. In front of, it can be replaced by before or before. Then hand, it can be replaced by pass or give. Then go through, it can be replaced by undergo. Then alone, it can be replaced by oneself, lone. Then right, it can be replaced by the right side. Then stay, it can be replaced by wait or keep in rest. Then hotel, it can be replaced by boarding house or guest house. Then as well as, it can be replaced by and. Finds, it can be replaced by obtained or find out. Smiles, it can be replaced by cheer or giggle, Zizzle, or grin, Grin. Then keep, it can be replaced by hold back, officer. We already told executives or representatives. Return, give back. Then on the other side, it can be replaced in another way. Passengers, the travelers. And lounge, we already tell waiting room or reception or lobby. Let's check the grammatical point here. The underlined words. Fill in, I have already told you when you get fill, and if it indicates the fill of the form, then you write fill in. Then her passport and the departure card. Here one of the grammatical point, when we connect any words with conjunction like and or yet, then it will connect the similar word. Then are you traveling alone? This is, it is the continuous tense, that is why verb plus ing. How long are you going to stay here? This is the question. So continuous tense is here. But one thing you have to keep in mind when you are going to use the verb going to, then after this, most of the cases you have to use the present form of verb. So keep it in your mind. Where are you going to stay? Going to, after the going to, present form of verb. The officer is talking as well as going to Mitha's paper. So when we use as well as or and, we can avoid the use of the same subject and the same auxiliary verb. So we use the auxiliary verb once, not again. Then come here. Mita wants for her waits. Mita waits for her aunt. Waits. This is the Mita is third person singular number. That is why we have to add s here. Once all of them are done, this is the passive because all all of the procedures are done by the executives or officials of the airport. All of this grammatical point must keep in mind in order to get full marks in question nung 1, 2 as well as 3 scene section. Let's go for the next lesson 4, namely boarding the plane. Here we go for vocabulary, also like the other lesson. First one, sit, be seated. Before going to vocabulary, we should go for reading aloud. Let's go here, reading aloud.
Mita, Zara, Mr. and Mrs. Islam all sit at the lounge. They all have hand luggage with them. Mr. Islam asks Mita, Zara, are you two carrying any liquid, lotion, gel or cream in your carry-on luggage? I have a small lip gel in it. Why, uncle? Well, if it is a very small one, there is no problem. But if you've more than 100 milliliters, you have to put it in the checked-in luggage. These are not allowed on board in hand luggage. For security reasons, the officials who do the baggage checking will 16 and throw them away. Mita, Zara, Juma Islam and Mazrul Islam go through the security checking and wait in the enclosed area. All the formalities are done. Now they are waiting to board the plane. Mita, Zara and her parents board the plane after their row number is announced. Mita gets a window seat. Her seat number is F23C. Zara sits beside her on an aisle seat and her parents sit behind them.
Now let's go for the vocabulary. Sit, it can be replaced be seated. Have, it can be replaced by belonging to. Uh, then carrying, carry, bearing, or their belongings. Then carry on bag, it can be replaced by carry on luggage. Carry on luggage, it can be replaced by hand baggage, suitcase, or handbag. Then a small, it a tiny or portable, or smaller in size. Well, it can be replaced by okay. Then a small, I already told that one earlier. Then the problem, troublesome or troubles or difficulties. Then put, it can be replaced by place or fixate, fixate. Then allowed, it can be replaced by let or permitted. Then security, it can be replaced by safety or reliability, reliability. Then seize, it can be replaced by grasp, GRASP, grasp or grab, GRAB, through them away. It can be replaced by cast, CAST, cast. Then checking, already I told you, examine or scan. Enclosed, it is inserted, INSERTED, or packed up, PACKEDUP. Formalities, it can be replaced by protocol, courtesy, or rules. Board, to go abroad. And nouns, I already told you, it is the declaration. I'll sit, it is sit situated in the plane at the end of the row. Let's go for gamma here. Ask when there is the present form of the verb in case of the direct speech, there also will be the present form of the verb. You should keep in mind. Then have to put. The have to means obligation. What types of obligation? You are obligated to do that one officially, uh, or otherwise we can use you are to put, but here we cannot use that one because you have the official obligation here, so you have to use you have to you have no freedom here. These are not allowed. This is the passive form. This is the passive form. One is passive voice, another one is the passive form. What is the difference? What is the difference between the passive form and passive voice? In case of passive voice, there is by an object, objective form of the subject. But when there is no by an objective form of the subject, this is called the passive form, not passive voice. Then they are waiting to brood. I already told you when there is the two verb before the one verb there will be the two, and this is the continuous tense. That is why now is here, so they are waiting to brood. And then their row number is announced. Row number is the singular, so is here at the same time it is the plural because it is announced by the airport authority or agent. Or then these are the grammatical points here. You have to keep all this in your mind, especially for the question number 3, because it may be set from here, keeping the uses of the verb. So let's go for grammar. This is the grammar. I hope that from today discussion, all of you will be benefited. You'll read Unit 6, Lesson 1, 2, and 4 again, again, and again at home, and will practice the questions given in your textbook to answer as is W in your own language. I mean in your own language, because in my first class I mentioned 3 ways you have to answer, but if you want to get 2 out of 2 for each questions, then you have to answer in your own language. And I have shown you there how to replace the words, how to replace the sentences. If you don't follow that one, if you don't write on that way, you will never get 2 out of 2. So if you want to get the full marks, you must practice in that way, and you prepare yourself to write the answer in your own language. Thank you all. Tata, bye bye. Allah Hafiz. Until next.